Hello everyone, welcome back to another 3 Minutes at 3.
Today we're talking about should you sell your ironwork?
So, I am always a big fan of selling your pieces, your artwork pieces, your ironwork, your things like that to be able to feed the beast, right? To be able to fund the habit, right? Keep the hobby going. And so, therefore, you know, my opinion is going to be mostly biased on this, you know, of whether you should take and sell your work or not. The real question comes down to, do you feel like you have a product that is adequate for someone to buy? And John Switzer at Black Bear Forge just recently did a great video on this, is, you know, should you sell your work? And he's doing some business talk type videos over on his channel. Definitely go check him out if you get the chance. And so I'm kind of piggybacking off of that and, you know, putting kind of my own spin on it, you know, my own little spin on it. So if you take, so again, do you have a viable product enough to sell? I think almost everyone does. There's stuff that you'll do really well, there's stuff that you won't do so great at, and there's things that's stuff that can leave the doorstep that will actually be to your credit, and there's stuff that will not leave the doorstep because it wouldn't be to your credit as a blacksmith. And that's up for each individual to decide what is valuable in that way. But to give you guys some encouragement, so, you know, you say, well, I can't do it unless I'm a professional smith, or unless I've got 50 years of experience, or 10, or whatever your magic number inside your head is. That right there doesn't, you know, to give you encouragement is, when I started selling my ironwork, it wasn't a credit to my work. It kind of came out of necessity. It came out of necessity for us that I had needed to start selling my work. So when that comes down there, should you sell your work? Do you want to sell your work? That's another thing. So, you know, out of ours, it was a necessity. The work wasn't there. You know, the value wasn't there, I thought, for the customer. At the time, I thought it was, but looking back on it now, I have a different opinion. I would say, that's not worth it, right? But, again, me flash forwarding 25 years from now, I'll look back and say, my work then was like, I don't know, maybe not as worth as my work now. But, again, that's a retrospective type look, you know. So, do you even want to sell your work? Are you doing it as a hobby? Or is it just for fun? In which case, just have fun with it. If you have a big enough bank account on the back end that you can support your own habit, your own hobby, and not gripe about anvil prices, and not gripe about power hammer prices, and not gripe about tooling prices of the trade, because, believe it or not, blacksmithing started as a trade. So, you want to take and go ahead and do those. You want to keep that in mind as what is most valuable to you. Is it just the time spent in the shop just enjoying yourself, or is it to take and actually create a product? And that's for each individual smith to decide their own. So that's it for this 3 Minutes at 3.
Thank you for joining us.
And as always, God bless you.
And we'll catch you on the next one.